Have you ever thought that you have such power that you can change the fate of the whole world with a single stroke of a brush? A world where you know that at what age you will die and the number is decreasing every year and you are trying your best to stop it but it is not stopping. So all of you are welcome to the story of 33 Clear Expedition game where for the last 67 years, every year on an island named Lumiere, an event named Gomez takes place where an entity named Paintress writes a number on a monolith in a decreasing sequence. And all the people on that island whose age is equal to or more than the number written on that monolith, they all disappear. And every year after Gomez, an expedition is sent to kill the Paintress before she writes a new number on the monolith. Expedition 33 is the latest expedition that is being sent to kill the painters. So in the beginning of the game we see that 32-year-old Gustav is looking at the monolith on which 34 is written. Then Mael comes and tells him to go and meet his girlfriend Sofia because today is Gomez and soon Sofia, who is 33, and all the people of the same age as her will disappear. Gustav, who has only 1 year left to live, has joined the expedition. He meets Sofia and in front of his eyes she disappears along with other people after Paintress writes 33 on the monolith. Then he, along with other people who have joined the expedition, sits on the ship and goes towards the continent. As soon as they reach the continent, trouble comes upon them as an old man attacks them all with the army of monsters, in which many people who came in the expedition dies. A monster attacks Gustav, which knocks him unconscious. Later, when Gustav regains consciousness, he finds himself under a waterfall. Then he goes to his landing location where he finds his companions dead. Then he sits near their corpses and thinks of shooting himself. Then suddenly his companion Loon comes and stops him. Then she asks Gustav to go to the indigo tree, which they all had already decided on the ship that if any trouble comes and they get separated, then they will meet there. On reaching that place, they find a message written on the tree in which it is written that Mael has been taken to the Coral Sea and if they want to find her, then they should go to the north where they will find a hut with a door. But no one has signed that message. Loon thinks that the message was a trap, but Gustav does not believe it and says that we should find Mael. Then both of them argue, on which Loon says that we should wait here for 3 days for the other people to come as per agreement they made on ship and then they should go to find Mael, but Gustav does not agree and says that if you do not want to come then he will go alone to find her. Then he leaves alone and seeing this Loon also gives up and has to go with him. Then both of them reach the Coral Sea where they find the hut. Then they open the door and go inside the door to find a very big mansion. After searching the mansion they find Mael. Then they ask Mael how she came to this place, on which Mael says that she does not remember anything. Then suddenly a faceless man comes there. Seeing him, Gustav and Loon get scared. But Mael says that he has brought me here. Then they all come out of the mansion where they find a Gestrel named Noko. When Noko comes to know that they have come to kill Paintress, he tells them that there is another sea between them and Paintress which they will not be able to cross on their own. On which Mael asks for his help. To which he says that the chief of his village can help them. Then they go to Noko's village where they meet Sael. While sleeping at night, Mael dreams of a white-haired man and a girl who blames her for an unknown disaster. Then they meet the chief of Gestrel whose name is Esqui. He agrees to help them, but as soon as they are crossing the sea, the white-haired man attacks them. In which Gustav dies while saving Mael. Then just as the white-haired man is about to kill Mael, a person named Verso saves him. And also helps the rest of the expedition to escape. Verso meets them later and tells them that he is a member of the first expedition, Expedition 0, and the man with white hair is named Renva, who is the leader of his expedition. After coming to the continent, both of them stopped aging and Renva feels that this immortality has been given to them by Paintress and he thinks if Paintress died their immortality will end, so he wants to save Paintress at any cost. On the other hand, Verso is fed up with his immortality and now he wants to die, and then he joins Expedition 33. Then after crossing the ocean and paying tribute to Gustav, Verso tells them that they cannot kill Paintress directly because there is a barrier between Paintress and them, to remove which they will have to first destroy Paintress' hut, and he knows the location of Paintress' hut. Then they all go to Verso's friend Monaco to join their team, where Monaco asks them to first defeat him in a fight. After defeating him they join Monaco in their team. Then they go to Old Lumiere where they get separated due to Monaco's mistake. Verso and Mael get separated from Monaco, Loon, Seal. Then Lune finds the diary of Expedition 58 from which she comes to know that Verso is Renwa's son. On the other hand, Verso and Mael come near a mansion inside which the heart of the Pantress is kept, and then the door of that mansion opens from which a faceless lady comes out. Then as soon as Verso tries to enter inside that door, he collides with a barrier. Then Renwa and the masked girl come out from inside the mansion. Then Lune and Seal also reach there and they argue with Verso for lying to them. Then Verso accepts that he is Renwa's son and the masked girl who was in Mael's dream as his sister Alice. Then he asks them all to fight with Renwa with him. Renwa disappears with the mansion in the middle of the fight, due to which their plan to destroy the heart of Paintress is not completed. Then later when they are thinking about what to do next, Lune tells that she read the diary of Expedition 58 in which it is written that if they give the heart of Axems, which are very powerful ancient beings created by Paintress, to the faceless man, then he can make a powerful weapon with which the barrier can be broken. Then they kill the Axems and give their heart to the faceless man, which he makes a weapon. Then they break the barrier and go towards the Paintress, where they find Renwa again. They try to defeat Renwa but they are not able to defeat him. Then suddenly the faceless man comes there and kills Renwa. They then reach the Paintress who turns out to be Verso's mother Elaine. Then they defeat her and destroy the monolith. They then return to Lumiere where they are welcomed like heroes. Verso then reads Alice's letter which tells him that Elaine is holding back the real Renwa who is responsible for the Gomez event and that the number written on the monolith was a warning for those who were about to die. Without Elaine's protection, the entire population of Lumiere disappears except Verso. A flashback is then shown in which Paris of the 20th century is shown. It is revealed that the real Alice, Verso, Elaine, Renwa are all painters. And they belong to the Descendre family. They all have magical powers with which they can create a real world in a magical canvas and can also live in it. The real Verso dies while saving Alice from the fire. Alice's life is saved but her entire face is burnt and she becomes mute. Elaine, heartbroken by her son's death, goes into the Verso canvas, where the Lumiere and the painted copies of Verso, Alice, and Renwa are located. The real Renwa wants to destroy the canvas so that Elaine can overcome her grief and bring her home, but Renwa can only do so slowly against Elaine's will. Troubled by Renwa and Elaine's long battle, Alice's older sister Clea suggests that she go into the canvas and destroy it so that the family can focus on their ongoing battle with the rival writers faction, who are responsible for the fire that killed Verso. Alice agrees, but once she goes into the canvas, she is captured by Elaine's power and is born into Lumiere as Mael. With Mael's death, Alice regains all her memories and reappears in the Lumiere. She then goes to the painted Verso to talk with him, and after some time she finds the real Renwa emerging in the canvas. After Elaine defeats, Renwa starts to destroy Lumiere, but Alice wants to save Lumiere, so Alice uses her painter powers to bring back the members of Expedition 33 and then fights against Renwa for control of the canvas. After a final battle, Renwa reveals that for him family is more important than the canvas and that destroying the canvas is the only way to bring Elaine and Alice back to the real world so that they can overcome their grief and move on. Renwa finally agrees to Alice's request and promises Alice that he will wait for her and goes back to real world. When Verso realizes that Alice does not want to go back from the canvas and that she will die due to staying in the canvas for too long, he forcibly goes to the location of the last remaining part of the real Verso's soul so that he can destroy it, which will also destroy the canvas, but Alice stops him and tells him that her life is better inside the canvas than in real life. Here the ending in the game is based on which character you choose. If you choose Alice, then you will have to fight Verso, and after defeating him, we see that Alice is living her life in the canvas as per her wish and she has revived the whole Lumiere and also brought back all the people of Lumiere along with Verso. Then one day Alice is attending Verso's concert with her friends. In that Verso sees that Alice is dying slowly like Elaine. And if you choose Verso, then Verso defeats Alice and then he sends Alice out of the canvas and destroys the remaining soul of the real Verso, due to which the canvas gets destroyed. Then we see that in the real world the Descendre family accepts Verso's death and moves forward.